turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. Was fighting that case, took so many yells, I'm not going. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up. It look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get on out my problems. Let me. When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Well, Coach, this is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
He's crossing. He's checking credit.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. A toss to Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On third down, Cousins. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Khalil Mack. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
It's our time. Check 48. Watch the safety creep. General West.
Off the play fake. Cousins. Dixon complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Mike up. 180. Check, 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 check. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Slip.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, it's Kelly. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way. Break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Bailey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line. 54 miles.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Vikings 40-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Come on, baby.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Cousins the thrower, going for it all. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again, it's Cousins. Looking for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Bailey missed it. No good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wild Card bout. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Get up! 180! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
From the 36, Trubisky. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. And none of them being done very confident.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 55, Mike, 55. Hey, Zoo! You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 28 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And Diggs has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Cousins' throw complete to Thielen. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10. Down at the 33. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a throw here to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. This is Cullen. And not Not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now it's Trubisky. And an alley to run. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. A critical... with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Cousins looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check nine.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Trubisky to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Throwing now is Trubisky. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Hey, 18. 61, match box.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run. This is Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And this one also slow in developing, as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Final score, Bears 14, Vikings 10.
How many of y'all came to win?